Hey there YouTube, this is Wheelchair21, and on today's review we have Kamen Rider Drive Type Speed SH Figuarts. Yes, from Tamashii Nations. This Kamen Rider Drive figure is something I've been actually waiting for just about since the show began, because Drive suit looks amazing. I'm into the whole shift car thing, I'm into the whole vehicle thing, the police thing. It's awesome, it's cool, it's something I like and enjoy. And this is the first time I've really embraced a Kamen Rider since the get-go, like, straight up. And the cool thing is the Drive series comes with bonus effect parts. Every time you order a Drive Figuart, pretty much, from the future releases, you get an additional tire Koukan. First up, we have Max Flare with Drive himself. Next, we'll have Funky Spike or Midnight Shadow with the next release, and then following that will be the other one of the first three shift cars he uses. Anyways, the box art is actually very small. I was not expecting it to be this small box art or box in itself. It really is compact and condensed, something that I really like and enjoy, because it helps with storage. Honestly, I wish all Figuarts boxes were almost as condensed as this, if possible. Now, I know not all can do that, especially with certain accessory counts, but when it's something like this, yeah, make it this small, make it this nice, compact. It doesn't really take away from the character or the display if you like your stuff mint in box. I don't know, that's just me. Now, before we go right into our figure, I actually found out that the Figuarts Drive comes with this nice little booklet, this tour of SH Figuarts Trideron, which comes out in September. This little booklet is really nice and laminated, and it has kind of like a 3D effect to it, because it's trying to bring out the visuals of the Trideron. I mean, honestly, it's stuff that we've already seen before, if you go to Tamashii's website, but I just gotta say, it's pretty cool that they put it in with the figure art as well, like this nice little presentation, this booklet. It almost feels like the Trideron we see in the photos is the real, like, show prop, and not the toy, just by how they tried to laminate and show off the actual vehicle itself. Honestly, it looks really cool, and like I said, the future releases of Morphin Chaser and his Ride Chaser and Mach will come with Midnight Shadow and Funky Spike in that order, which we have this month in May, Morphin Chaser, and in June, Kamen Rider Mach. I almost said Kamen Rider Chase. And then we have Type Wild, Type Technique, which is a premium Bandai, Heart, and the Trideron. I can say right now, Technique is not ordered. I missed the pre-order for Heart, and probably can't get Trideron right away. I just can't. Part of me wants to commit to the money of, $300 for the figure, but another part is like, no, that's stupid, that's bad. Hope that it goes down in price on the secondary market. A guy can hope and a guy can dream. Anyways, nice little booklet that is included with the figure. But, the figure is the real main course of this review. SHF, Kamen Rider Drive Type Speed, looks amazing once getting it out of the box. It honestly looks like a Seiho figure art because of how well constructed it is, how finely detailed it has been produced, and just is a great example of the figure art's body sculpt, mold, and on-screen representation of the suit. Honestly, when one sees how the TK figures look, how the show, the aesthetics of the suit is, you can see that there's the difference between the two brands of figure arts and TKs, but you overall know that it's a badass design. I mean, the back has all these pipelines and wires to look like an actual car. The overall structure and panels that he has on his armor plating is amazing. His actual helmet is just very well conceived. His compound eyes look amazing. His face paneling, his mask really looks great. His little breathing apparatus, and as well as the back here, the rear headlight or whatever, that is mostly used in Type Technique, really stands out. It's a really good design, really good paint job. I mean, the fact that they were able to really etch in Type Speed into the wheel is perfect and amazing. The points of articulation are pretty much on par with all types of Figuarts on hand or at least currently released in the product's line and run. The cool aspects are its shift cars can actually come off the shift car holder. They actually come off these little pegs, so you can end up losing them. So I would say be very careful if you want to make sure your shift cars that are not being used are safe. Probably get them in a little plastic container or box, as well as the shift car on the top of the shift brace does come off too. So you can take out type speed and replace it for any other shift car that is made for the shift brace. Problem is, they don't really stick in that good once you take them out. But other than the actual shift cars on the holder or the brace, you can actually take off the belt to replace it with other parts like the max flare effect, the funky spike, or the midnight shadow, where you take off the front piece of the belt and then you pull off this piece here to reveal where the replacement parts go. Pretty basic, just pops off, pulls out, and you just replace, kind of like a ratchet joint, I would guess. Kind of like when you're replacing ratchet sockets when you're trying to, tighten up bolts and stuff. So honestly, really cool contraption, really cool little design. I like the fact that the belt has this feature, allows you to recreate all of the faces or functionalities it possesses. It's just very small and just very, very tedious. But since it's really limited on its accessory count, it really relies on the bonus pre-order effects, like Mach Flare. Mach Flare, Tire Koukan, 01, comes with fire effects, replacement piece for the belt, shift car for Max Flare active, and the actual wheel itself, which you can put on the Trideron when the Trideron releases, thus has that little socket joint in the back to plug it onto the vehicle. Honestly, it's cool, it's great, and actually the functionality to take it on and off Kamen Rider Drive is really easy. And now we come to our final evaluation, where Figuarts Kamen Rider Drive Type Speed, as well as Pre-Order Bonus Volume 1 Max Flare is put to the test. First off, I will say, the packaging for Drive itself is amazing. It's great, it's condensed, it's compact. Especially because he comes with no accessories. He's just Drive. He's just himself. He just comes with 4 basic hands, and all of his features are literally built in and attached to him, such as his Type Speed, Tire Koukan, chest paneling, and wheel, such as his shift cars and shift card holder and shift brace, which pieces are removable. Now, once getting the Volume 1 effect set, which is Max Flare, you get 2 awesome Wrist Gauntlet flame effects, as well as the Max Flare gold, I'd say marigold / golden wheel, as well as a little shift car replacement. Honestly, it's great. It's awesome. It looks freaking beautiful. The fire effects are amazing and probably will look great on display alongside Tamashii Effects Flame. As well as the whole aspect of the Tire Koukan looks good, and it actually comes with a piece to attach to Trideron, and also you can put other Tire Koukan pieces around the wheel when not being used. That is a good, at least, storage piece. I mean, you can just then put Type Speed on that wheel, or Type Technique, or whatever wheel you want to use when using other Tire Koukans, and you have a place to put them on and keep all the parts together so they don't get lost. The actual removal of the parts are easy, are good, are swift, well constructed, well received. Only problem is, I will say right now, the shift cars themselves do pop off the holder, do pop off the shift brace, so have a magnifying glass on hand, or just be careful when changing out parts because they may get lost or go missing. Honestly, one hell of a figure, well received, great design. I'm glad as hell it comes in such a compact box, so I can at least store it, maybe keep it in box for a while, don't even have to have it on open display, or whatever. I mean, it's good. I'm glad I got at least Max Flare, Funky Spike, and Midnight Shadow, all confirmed in my future orders, so I'm ecstatic. I'm enjoying this. I love Drive. I love the red. I love the white. I love the black. These are colors that actually fit me as a person, as well as a motif that I like in my heroes. Honestly, like I say all the time in all my Drive reviews, the car aspect really goes with me because I'm in a wheelchair. I like going fast. I like speeding around. I like vehicles. I mean, it's a cool thing. It really works for who I am personally. That's why I really love Drive. I just got to say, Tamashii, Toei, whatever you want to say, really struck gold when it comes to a person like me, because this, I feel like, was just kind of made for the person that I am. So, I enjoy it. I love this figure. I don't see why anyone could hate Drive, really, because it's just an awesome design. It's an awesome character, and he has all these cool effect parts that he will have with him and other figures that you can put on display. I mean, some people are probably going to end up not getting these effects, so I can see why it's not really worth getting these characters or figures. Honestly, as long as you get at least Type Speed, Type Formula, as well as the future Type Trideron, you're good. You really don't need to have the effects. You just need to have the characters, if you're that kind of person. So, honestly, this is a win-lose depending on the type of person you are, depending on what type of collector you are, because I could see why you would want to have all these awesome tire Koukan effects. They're nice and metallic. Some of them are going to be transparent. They're going to come with all these effects like flames, shurikens, spikes, so I wouldn't want to miss out on them either. So, overall, Tamashii really went in depth in making sure all of his gimmicks and features were installed to this figure in sculpt and mold and other future figures down the line. So look forward to a few more Kamen Rider Drive Figuarts reviews from me and from my channel. So you can subscribe, you can follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram for further updates on when I get these items. Anyways, this has been another rolling review. This has been Wheelchair21. I'll see you next time. Check this video out here on my channel over at HeroTaku.com.